Hello student, we have studied topic number 11, cell structure and microorganism. In that previous video we have completed some points like observation and measurement of microorganism, nature of microorganism and growth of microorganism. Today we discuss about useful microorganisms. Students, all microorganisms are not harmful. Some are useful to us in our day-to-day life. Let's discuss about these useful microorganisms. Let's do one activity. You take two dustbins, label them A and B. You collect some organic matter like plant residue, animal residues, some food particles in dustbin A and collect plastic, paper, rubber like inorganic matter in dustbin B. After few days, what will you observe? Yes, in dustbin A, all organic matter decomposed and converted into manure. But in dustbin B, all inorganic matter same as it is. They do not decompose and do not converted into manure. What is result or what is reference of this activity or inference of these activities? That is, in dustbin A, organic matter converted or decomposed and convert into manure with the help of microorganism. Means microorganism decomposes organic matter and converted into good manure. It is useful to us. But microorganism does not decompose inorganic matter. Students, it is first uses of microorganism to us, that is, microorganism decompose the garbage and converted into a good manure. Okay, means microorganisms are good keeper in our environment. Next, the next use of microorganism is atmospheric nitrogen fixation. Students, plants need nitrogen for their growth and reproduction purpose. This nitrogen plant getting by in the soil or in the atmospheric nitrogen. Some leguminous plant are having root nodules in this near the root. In these root nodules, some important bacteria are present like rhizobium. These microorganisms convert atmospheric nitrogen and it fix into near the root. With the help of this rhizobium bacteria, plant getting nitrogen for their growth purpose. Okay, means it is second use of microorganism for agriculture purpose, that the rhizobium like microorganism fix the atmospheric nitrogen and it is useful for the growth and production of the plants. Next use of microorganism is convert milk into yogurt. It is our day-to-day life process. In your home, the mother take a milk and become a lukewarm, and after that he put some drop of yogurts. After 7 to 8 hours, the milk is converted into yogurt. Which bacteria used for this process? That is lactobacilli. It is another microorganism which convert milk into yogurt. So it is the important bacteria for us. Next use is fermentation. What is mean by fermentation? See detail here. Fermentation means it is conversion of one carbon compound into another carbon. This whole process is known as a fermentation. I have written in this blackboard in short. Fermentation means conversion of one type of carbon compound. It is symbol of carbon, that is capital C, convert into other type of carbon compound. This whole process is known as a fermentation. This fermentation process used in different process in industry, agriculture as well as in medical field. What happens during fermentation? This microorganism release some gases in this food and it increase the volume of the food. And it is useful for to increase taste and quality of the food. In where the fermentation process are used, it is used in to convert milk into buttermilk. Fermentation is also used in production of alcohol, and fermentation process is also used for preparation of some chemicals like acetic acid, citric acid, lactic acid and vitamins. Dear students, this fermentation process is very useful to us. Next, use of microorganism, that is production of antibiotics and vaccines. Students, when you feel sick and go to the hospital, doctor gives you a special kind of medicines, that is antibiotics. Okay, these antibiotics made up with the help of different kind of microorganisms, and some vaccines are given to the small children after 5 years, like polio vaccine, etc. These vaccines is also made up of different kind of microorganisms. The important note for antibiotics is you do not use any antibiotics or do not eat any antibiotics without prescription of doctor. It is hazardous or harmful to our health. Next, use of microorganism is tanning of skin. In medical science, for tanning of skin purpose, the different kind of microorganisms are used. Next use is to clear the layer of oil. When the pollution takes place in the ocean and oil leaks with the help of ship, this oil layer is present on the ocean surface. Particular microorganisms is used oil as a food, and some microorganism used for clear the layer of oil on the surface of ocean. Means microorganism is also useful for reduction of pollution in the ocean. Next is last use of microorganism is used in biogas. In biogas plant, the special kind of microorganism used with the help of these, the dung is converted in a useful manure and also produce a methane gas. So it is important use of microorganism, means the microorganism also help for production of fuel like methane. Dear students, remember these all points for your exam. The question come in the exam, that is write the different uses of microorganisms. See the uses again. First, microorganism is used for decompose the garbage and convert into the manure. Second use is some microorganism like rhizobium used as a nitrogen fixation. Third use is it is our day-to-day life. In our home, the microorganism like lactobacilli used for convert milk into buttermilk. Fourth use is the microorganism used in a fermentation process. The fermentation process we have to discuss about detail. The separate note come on your exam. Write short note on fermentation. We have to see in later. Fifth use is microorganism used in antibiotics and vaccine production. It is also used in tanning of skin. Next, it is also used to clear layer of the oil, and it is also used in biogas production. The next useful question in your exam for us, what is or write short note on fermentation. Your first point is write definition of fermentation. Fermentation is process of conversion of one carbon compound into another carbon compound. It is your first point. Second point is the fermentation process used in different fields like conversion of milk into buttermilk, preparation of alcohol, and preparation of some important chemicals like acetic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, vitamins, and production of antibiotics and vaccines also. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, सर्वच सूक्ष्मजीव आपल्यासाठी उपयोगी असतात किंवा धोकादायक असतात असे नाही. काही आपल्यासाठी फार उपयोगी असतात. काहीचा वापर वेगवेगळ्या क्षेत्रामध्ये कुठे कुठे होतो हे आपण अभ्यासलेले आहे. याच पद्धतीनं सूक्ष्मजीवांच्या मार्फत फर्मेंटेशन ही प्रक्रिया पार पाडली जाते आणि या फर्मेंटेशनचा वापर सुद्धा वेगवेगळ्या ठिकाणी केला जातो. हे आपण या मुद्द्यामध्ये अभ्यासलेलं आहे. साधारणतः वॅक्सिन प्रोडक्शन किंवा अँटीबायोटिक प्रोडक्शनमध्ये सुद्धा काही सूक्ष्मजीवांचा वापर केला जातो. याच्यामध्ये जेव्हा आपण एखादा औषध घेत असतो किंवा एखादा अँटीबायोटिक घेत असतो तर ते डॉक्टरांच्या सल्ल्याशिवाय घेणं हे शरीरासाठी धोकादायक असू शकतं. परीक्षेसाठी या पॉईंटवरती 2 प्रकारचे महत्त्वाचे प्रश्न निघू शकतात. पहिला प्रश्न की सूक्ष्मजीवांचे उपयोग लिहा आणि दुसरा प्रश्न येऊ शकतो टिपा लिहा. फर्मेंटेशन यालाच मराठीमध्ये किण्वन प्रक्रिया असे म्हणतात. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, हे होते काही उपयोगी सूक्ष्मजीव. आता आपण या पुढील भाग अभ्यासणार आहोत, दॅट इज हार्मफुल मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझम्स. Students, let's start a new point, that is harmful microorganisms. You observe if the bread or bakri keep in a box for some times, after some times you observe a velvet-like structure in this food material. This velvet-like structure is nothing but fungus. The fungus is spoil the food. Okay, fungus is spoil the food, means some microorganisms are harmful to us. For example, fungus is spoil the food material, and some microorganism causes food poisoning. In this, some microorganism grow into a food material and create or secrete some chemicals, and this chemical is nothing but enterotoxins. In this whole process, microorganisms use the carbon material present in the food particles and secrete enterotoxin. This enterotoxin can change the taste and smell of the food, and this enterotoxin causes food poisoning. If the food poisoning takes place, the person gives or looks 2 kinds of symptoms, that is loose motion and vomiting. Okay. Microorganism causes food poisoning. In this process, microorganism use the carbon compound present in the food material for their growth purpose. In this process, microorganisms secrete enterotoxin chemicals, and these enterotoxins spoils our food. The symptoms of spoil of food is it gives the bad smell and change the taste. If we eat this spoiled food, the person have see 2 kinds of symptoms, that is loose motion and vomiting. Okay, in the area when the food poisoning is take place, it is hazardous or harmful for us. Okay, for avoiding this, some precautions should be taken for avoiding the food poisoning. After that, some questions are present in use your brain power. Let's see the question first. First question is, how will you know that the food stuff is spoiled? The answer is, the food become bad odor and change the taste. Second question, what precaution will you take while the purchasing food? Why? Whenever you purchase any kind of food material, you should be check the expiry date. Third question, why do food poisoning incidents occur during the marriage or other community feast? Dear student, in the marriage or other community feast, whenever the food cooked, it is not precaution should be taken properly, or any kind of food stuff may be used for after expiry date. So in this kind of food, possibility of creating enterotoxin in the food material and it causing food poisoning. So in this kind of festivals, it is very necessary to clean and hygienic for preparing the food material. Then what kind of precautions should we take for avoiding the food poisoning? First precaution is, eat fresh and properly covered food. Second precaution is, drink boiled water. Third one is, hold handkerchief whenever you cough or sneeze. It is important precaution for prevention against coronavirus and also for different kind of disease spread. Next precaution is, don't allow garbage and water accumulated in our house. This kind of precaution should be taken for us for avoiding the food poisoning. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, काही सूक्ष्मजीव आपल्याला धोकादायक असतात. साधारणतः काही सूक्ष्मजीव हे अन्नपदार्थ खराब करतात. अन्नपदार्थ खराब करत असताना हे सूक्ष्मजीव एंटेरोटॉक्सिन नावाचं रसायन अन्नपदार्थामध्ये सोडते की ज्यामुळे अन्नपदार्थ खराब होतात. अशा पद्धतीचा अन्नपदार्थ खाल्ल्यामुळे पोट खराब होतं किंवा उलटीसारखे किंवा जुलाबसारखे त्रास आपल्याला होऊ शकतात. आपल्याला फूड पॉयझनिंग म्हणजे अन्नातून विषबाधा होऊ नये यासाठी वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारची काळजी आपण घेऊ शकतो. ते आपण प्रिकॉशनमध्ये पाहिलेले आहे. याच्यामध्ये पहिलं प्रिकॉशन आपण घेऊ शकतो की नेहमी उकळलेलं पाणी पिणं आवश्यक आहे किंवा नेहमी झाकून ठेवलेलं किंवा फ्रेश अन्नपदार्थ खाणं आवश्यक आहे. जेव्हा जेव्हा आपण खोकतो किंवा शिंकतो त्यावेळी नाकावरती किंवा तोंडासमोर रुमाल धरणं सुद्धा अत्यंत आवश्यक आहे. आणि जेव्हा जेव्हा किंवा घर असेल किंवा तुमचा स्वयंपाकघर असेल किंवा घराच्या आसपासची जागा असेल ती क्लीन ठेवणं आवश्यक आहे. या सर्व प्रिकॉशन्स जर आपण घेतल्या तर आपल्याला अन्नातून होणाऱ्या विषबाधेपासून आपण स्वतःला वाचवू शकतो. यातील प्रिकॉशनचा जो थर्ड पॉईंट आहे, व्हेनेवर यू कॉफ अँड स्नीज कीप द हँकरचीफ इन फ्रंट ऑफ युअर नोज अँड माउथ. हे जे आहे प्रिकॉशन की जेव्हा जेव्हा आपण खोकतो किंवा शिंकतो त्यावेळी नाकासमोर रुमाल धरणं आवश्यक आहे. याच्यामुळे आपण स्वतःला सुद्धा विविध आजारांपासून वाचवू शकतो आणि इतरांना सुद्धा वेगवेगळ्या डिसीज स्प्रेड होण्यापासून आपण वाचवू शकतो. उदाहरणार्थ आता सध्या आपण कोरोना व्हायरस त्याचे बॅड इफेक्ट फेस करत आहोत. जर हे प्रिकॉशन आपण पाळलं तर खोकल्यातून किंवा शिंकेतून जे जे काही व्हायरस किंवा सूक्ष्मजीव हवेमध्ये पसरतात आणि त्यापासून निरोगी व्यक्तीला त्याची बाधा होऊ शकतं. तर हे टाळण्यासाठी आपण खोकताना किंवा शिंकताना नाकासमोर आणि तोंडासमोर रुमाल धरणे अत्यंत आवश्यक आहे. Then the important question for your exam is, write short note on food poisoning. And second important question is, what precautions should be taken for avoiding food poisoning? These two kind of important questions make this answer for your exam purpose. Students, let's go or let's see the next point, that is pathogen. Students, coming to our next point, that is pathogen. What is mean by pathogen? It is disease causing microorganism. It is disease causing microorganisms. Whenever contamination of the water and surrounding is take place with the help of garbage, these microorganism enters in our food material and water, and finally it enters our body and it causes different kind of diseases. Okay, pathogens present in garbage and these contaminated food and water, and finally with the help of food, water or insect, it comes into our body and we have to eat or spread some diseases in our body. The main cause for spreading these kind of diseases is unhygienic condition is main cause for this. Next, this unhygienic condition causes different kind of diseases like amoebiasis, typhoid, cholera, hepatitis, etc. These all diseases only spread with the help of microorganism and whenever contamination and unhygienic condition is take place. Next, some insect is also carry some pathogens and this pathogen enters in our body and it also causes some kind of diseases like malaria, chikungunya, etc. The insect like mosquitoes and housefly spread these kind of diseases. So what should be precaution take for this? First is clean our house as well as our surrounding. Eat properly covered food material and also do not accumulated water anywhere for creating the mosquitoes and flies. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, पॅथोजन म्हणजे असा घटक की जे सूक्ष्म जीव वाहून नेण्याचं कार्य करतात. पॅथोजन हे एखादा कीटक सुद्धा असू शकतो. असे सूक्ष्म जीव जेव्हा जेव्हा अस्वच्छ वातावरण असतं त्यातून पाण्यामधून किंवा अन्नामध्ये प्रवेश करतात आणि तिथून हे सूक्ष्मजीव आपल्या पोटामध्ये जातात. त्यामुळे आपल्याला वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे आजार होऊ शकतात. यासाठी महत्त्वाची प्रिकॉशन्स आपण काय घेऊ शकतो की आपला परिसर स्वच्छ ठेवणे आवश्यक आहे. आजूबाजूला आपल्या घराच्या पाणी साठू न देणं हे सुद्धा तितकंच महत्त्वाचं आहे की ज्यामुळं घरमाशी किंवा डासांचा उपद्रव होणार नाही. डास आणि माशा यामुळे बरेचसे सूक्ष्मजीव आपल्या अन्नापर्यंत पोहोचतात आणि आपल्यामध्ये वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे आजार उद्भवू शकतात. साधारणतः जनजागृतीसाठी भारत सरकारने स्वच्छ भारत अभियान चालू केलं. याच्या मागचा उद्देशच हा होता की लोकांच्यामध्ये स्वच्छतेविषयी जागृती निर्माण होणं अत्यंत आवश्यक आहे. द इम्पॉर्टंट क्वेश्चन फॉर युअर एक्झाम इज व्हॉट इज मीन बाय पॅथोजन अँड राईट सम disease related to pathogen spread and write short note on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. These both questions are important for your exam. Or some another question is what precautions should be taken for avoiding pathogen disease. Okay, dear student, here we have to complete our all points present in your book. In this, we have to study useful microorganism and harmful microorganism today, and what is mean by pathogen. One important point in your book is what exactly happens when we have a fever. Okay, the body temperature of healthy human person is 37 degrees Celsius. If any microorganism enter in our body produce antigen and antibodies against fight for this microorganism. During this whole mechanism, our body required more energy, and that's why our body temperature is increased. So it is the common symptom for our body. We get a fever means our body producing antigen and antibody to fight against any viral or bacterial disease. Okay, dear students, here see one video related to this antigen and antibody mechanism for in the end of our this video. Here we completed topic number 11, cell structure and microorganism. All of you solve exercise in your notebook. Okay, see you in next video and see this animated video related to antigen antibody production against coronavirus. Thank you.